At 60, Raj had done everything he was told was right: a stable job, promotions, a decent salary, a house, a car. Yet one evening, sitting with a calculator and a pile of bills, he realized something terrifying. His money would run out before his life did. Working hard doesn't guarantee retiring rich. In fact, it often guarantees the opposite. If your income stopped tomorrow, how long would your lifestyle survive? And more importantly, are you building wealth or just funding comfort? What if I told you that working hard your entire life is not enough to retire rich? Over 1.8 million is what an average person needs to retire comfortably today. Yet most will retire with less than $250,000, not because they were lazy, not because they were unlucky, but because they followed rules that were never meant to make them wealthy. Stay till the end, because one of the biggest reasons people fail at retirement has nothing to do with income, investing, or inflation, and almost no one talks about it. If you believe you're built for more, subscribe now. We're here to guide you with tools, strategies, and stories that actually make a difference. Let's start with reason number 1. The salary comfort trap that silently kills wealth. A steady paycheck feels like security, but comfort is dangerous when it kills urgency. When money arrives predictably, the brain stops asking better questions. Bills get paid, upgrades happen, and investing decisions get postponed. That's how people earning $80,000 feel richer than they are, while their net worth stays flat for decades. As one best-selling book put it, the enemy of great is good. Good income creates emotional laziness. The mistake isn't earning a salary, it's building a life that depends entirely on it. The effect shows up years later as anxiety, longer working years, and shrinking choices. The fix is simple but uncomfortable. Automate investments before lifestyle, treat equity growth like a non-negotiable bill, and force money into assets that produce cash flow, dividend income, and long-term capital appreciation. Compare this. One person increases lifestyle every raise, another increases portfolio allocation. Same income, completely different retirement. The moment your money begins working without you, retirement stops being an age and starts becoming an option. Reason 2. Retirement plans that look smart but perform poorly. Traditional retirement structures often prioritize capital preservation over capital growth, especially too early in life. Many default portfolios are overexposed to low-yield bonds and underexposed to growth assets during the most powerful compounding years. Here's a number most people never calculate. Earning 4% annually instead of 8% over 30 years can cut your retirement wealth by more than 50%. That's not market timing, that's math. The mistake happens because people confuse safety with progress. They're told volatility is dangerous, but inflation is far more destructive. A portfolio that doesn't outpace inflation is silently shrinking, even if the balance looks stable. Smart retirees understand sequence and allocation. Growth early, stability later. They rebalance intentionally, not emotionally. They leverage index funds, equity diversification, and reinvest dividends aggressively during accumulation years. Reason 3. When feelings spend faster than logic can earn. Every time stress, boredom, comparison, or reward-seeking controls spending, money compounds in the wrong direction. A bad day turns into an online purchase. A tough week becomes an expensive dinner. A promotion triggers a luxury upgrade. These choices feel small, even justified, but over years they snowball into missed equity growth, delayed portfolio expansion, and weak long-term investing results. One best-selling insight says, people don't buy things because they need them, they buy them to feel something. The mistake isn't spending, it's using consumption as emotional therapy. Add a 48-hour pause before non-essential buys, cap lifestyle rewards, and redirect emotional triggers into automatic investing. Dollar-cost averaging works best when feelings are removed from the equation. Compare this clearly. Emotions lead to impulse purchases. Systems lead to compound growth. Self-control isn't about saying no. It's about designing a life where you don't have to. Stop letting moods dictate money flow. Build friction for spending, ease for investing, and let logic, not feelings, shape your retirement outcome. Emotional spending gives short pleasure. Disciplined allocation buys long-term freedom. Reason 4. The invisible cost of delayed decisions. Time doesn't punish mistakes immediately. It charges interest later. Most retirement failures don't come from bad decisions. They come from delayed decisions, starting late, adjusting late, learning late. Here's a brutal comparison. Investing $500 per month starting at age 25 versus $1,200 per month starting at 40 can still result in less wealth, even with higher contributions. That's compounding working against delay. The mistake is believing there's time. There is, but only early. Wealthy retirees respect time like a financial asset. They understand that early dollars are more powerful than larger late ones. That's why they prioritize investing before perfection. Ask yourself, what financial decision are you postponing because it feels uncomfortable right now? The transformation happens when action replaces intention, when imperfect investing beats perfect planning. And now comes the most uncomfortable truth of all. The reason most people won't retire rich has nothing to do with money at all. Reason 5. The invisible self-image that decides your financial ceiling. Two colleagues earn the same amount. One says, "I'm bad at investing, so cash piles up and loses value." The other says, "I'm building a portfolio, so even small amounts compound through market exposure." I once spoke with a teacher who stopped calling herself financially average and started identifying as a long-term investor. She redirected raises into diversified funds, stayed consistent through volatility, and now her passive income covers a major chunk of expenses. Most financial limits begin at identity level, not bank balance. When someone subconsciously sees themselves as not an investor, not good with numbers, or just a regular earner, every financial decision bends to protect that label. Raises disappear into spending. Risk feels scary. Long-term investing feels not for people like me. You act in alignment with who you believe you are. The mistake isn't lack of information, it's self-image inertia. The effect is subtle but devastating. Small goals, safe choices, and slow capital growth. Years pass, portfolios stay thin, and retirement feels distant. The shift happens when identity changes before outcomes. Start speaking and acting like a long-term owner. Allocate money toward ETFs, index funds, and equity growth automatically. Track net worth instead of just salary. Ask better questions like, how would a wealth builder deploy this dollar? Compare this clearly. One person protects comfort, another protects future optionality. Reason 6. The false belief that retirement is an age, not a financial position. Retirement is not a date on a calendar. It's a financial position where your investment income permanently replaces your earned income. Yet millions never calculate this number. They guess. They hope. They assume things will work out. The mistake happens because age-based thinking feels comforting. It removes responsibility. If retirement is an age, then all you have to do is survive till then. But if retirement is a number, suddenly accountability appears, and that makes people uncomfortable. Those who retire rich reverse the thinking early. They define their freedom number decades in advance. They build stock portfolios, dividend income streams, ETFs, and tax-efficient accounts around that target. Every decision flows from that clarity. Ask yourself this: if retirement arrived tomorrow, would your assets carry you, or would age alone fail you? The transformation begins when you stop asking, "When can I retire?" and start asking, "What must my portfolio produce?" Reason 7. The silent destruction. Caused by overconfidence in government and institutions. There's an unspoken assumption baked into most retirement plans that someone else will help. Pensions, Social Security, employer plans, policy stability. The uncomfortable truth is that these systems were designed for a different era, when lifespans were shorter, healthcare was cheaper, and fewer people depended on them simultaneously. Today, government-backed retirement systems face funding pressure worldwide. Benefit reductions, delayed eligibility, and inflation adjustment gaps are already happening quietly. But people rarely factor this into their plans because questioning the system feels rebellious or pessimistic. Wealthy retirees don't ignore institutions, but they don't depend on them either. They treat government benefits as a bonus, not a foundation. The transformation happens when you build self-funded retirement systems, ones you control, ones that grow regardless of political shifts or policy updates. And here's what's coming next. Many people know this intellectually, yet still fail to act. The reason lies in how humans misunderstand risk. Reason 8. Why people fear market volatility more than guaranteed poverty. People panic during downturns, pause investing, or move money into safe instruments that barely beat inflation. They mistake emotional comfort for financial wisdom. Here's the irony. Historically, staying invested through volatility has been one of the most reliable paths to long-term wealth. Missing just the 10 best market days over 30 years can cut returns by more than 50%. Retirees who win understand volatility as a price, not a threat. A price paid for higher long-term equity growth, dividend reinvestment, and compounding. They use diversification, asset allocation, and time horizon to neutralize fear. They don't watch daily charts. They focus on decades. Ask yourself, are you more afraid of temporary losses or permanent dependence? The transformation begins when fear stops dictating allocation, when risk is managed, not avoided. Most people won't retire rich, not because they can't, but because they never redesign how they think, decide, and act with money. If this video resonated with you, don't keep the knowledge to yourself. Like the video, subscribe to stay updated, and share is a step toward building a stronger community of growth-minded people. Be part of it. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.